Hey friends, I've got another book that built me today. This is The Prodigal God by Timothy Keller. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I am a huge fan of Timothy Keller. He has been instrumental in my spiritual development for probably almost 20 years. One of the reasons I think is because he shows us in this book that the parable of the prodigal son isn't about just one lost son, it's really about two. And he shows us that there's more than one way to be lost, to be separated from the Father, to be out of favor with the Father. One way is through rebellion, trying to be our own Lord. But another way is through self righteousness, trying to be our own Savior. Both of the sons of the Father in this book, in this story, are far from the Father. They both need His grace, and they're both living life for selfish reasons. One of the things I love that Keller does a great job of in every book and every sermon is pointing to the one solution, the one perfect one, and that's the only perfect son was Jesus. And he's also the perfect older brother. He's our true older brother. Another of my favorite aspects of this book is the way he unfolds the heart of God to us in a new way by showing us, redefining really the word prodigal, and not redefining it, but help us understanding its true meaning. When we think of prodigal, we usually think the word wayward, but he points out to us that the definition of prodigal is actually to spend until you have nothing left. And while we see that true of the younger son in the book, that he spent and all he had until he had nothing left, the same can be said and is true of our Father, that He spent until He had nothing left. He gave all that He had to give in giving Jesus so that we could be reunited with Him. I feel like this book is so necessary. In fact, I felt like it was so necessary for spiritual growth and development that I read it aloud after I read it myself. I read it aloud to my two teenagers when I was homeschooling them. I don't know if it had any impact on them at all, but it certainly impacted me to read it twice back to back. I want to give a copy away. So if you want to be entered in the giveaway, you have until Tuesday, July 8th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Just leave a comment that you'd like to be entered or that you want the book, and I will pick a winner tomorrow. I hope it's you.